welcome back to the live stream. I am so excited. It's February. Oh my gosh, we're into the second month of 2021. And as you can tell, we are dedicating the month of February to love. We have the set decked out. We had a camera crew here on Friday to take all kinds of fun new photos. And we're excited about spreading the love, which is what we're going to be doing with you today. So we are talking about doing more of what you love in your life, in your business. So if you want to stop doing crap that doesn't fill your soul, right? Don't we all? If you want to live a life doing what you love and what you're passionate about, and if you want to make the transition from whatever you're doing now, if you don't love it or it's not filling you with the most joy possible, into travel without stress, without financial hardship, without all of the things that are holding you back from starting, then keep on watching. We're going to get into all of that today.
This could be magical. This could be magical.
All right, guys, welcome back. If you haven't already, I want to remind everyone, this is our live stream series, but if you haven't already, go over to YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We have new content that comes out on YouTube every single week, and when you ring that bell, you can make sure you get alerted every time we have a new video come out. So, but today on the live stream, we're going to be talking about how to do more of what you love, right? And if you're new, welcome. You probably don't know me if you're new. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago. I was just a baby, 19 years old. I had my first $1 million year, my first full year as a travel agent. The rest is kind of history. Today, I own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency, and I'm also the CEO of Careers on Vacation that creates programs, resources, and tools to help people just like you launch, grow, and supersize portable, profitable travel businesses. So on the live stream today, say hello if you're new or you're watching this on YouTube later. Just type the word new. I would love to meet you and just welcome you to our community. So let's jump in, doing more of what you love. Show of hands or by an emoji. If you love your life today and what you're doing, give me a heart emoji somewhere if you're following on the live stream. And any other emoji if you're like, I don't know, well, kind of in between, right? And I want to start the live stream today by sharing the fact that I recognize I translate decisions differently because of my childhood. So for those of you who have been following me a long time, you may have heard this story, so bear with me. But if you are newer, I don't think I've talked about this in a while, but when I was 11, 12 years old, my mom got deathly ill. She was in and out of the hospital for 2 or 3 years, and she actually died on the table, and they brought her back to life. It was really intense. I basically grew up in my formative years in hospitals, and that really shaped my opinion about how you should go after things that you want to do, and that really close call with almost losing my mom and just going to the hospital night after night and, just praying that my mom was going to pull through, or seeing people's other kids' moms who came in and didn't leave. So it was really ingrained in me at a young age that if there's something you want to do, time is never a luxury that you can afford. And I think last year, a lot of people woke up to that fact, in 2020. Everybody has someone that they know that has had COVID or that was impacted or, God forbid, passed away, right? So that's one of those wake-up calls to go what do I want to do? How do I want to spend the rest of my life? And I don't want to waste time in this hamster wheel of whatever I'm doing that doesn't make me happy. So this was when I wrote out what we were going to do for this month, this was such near and dear to my heart because if your life isn't filled with the joy that you want, you're responsible for making a change. You're responsible for pivoting. You're responsible for doing whatever that next thing is. Where people get caught up is they're like, oh, but how would I do that? Or how's it going to work out? And the fear sets in and the ifs, what's, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get into that too. But I just wanted to share that personal story because I recognize I have had a lot of my success because I don't wait. I am impatient. If there's something I want to do, I do it and I ask questions later. And I jump in and I make mistakes, but because I've made so many mistakes and had so many failures, it got me to the success part faster than most. So I don't have like that filter of fear, because the fear for me is like being in the ground, right? Like I don't want to miss anything. I'm going to try everything to do what I want. And every day I'm going to wake up and do what I love. And the minute I feel like I'm not doing something I love anymore, the new question is, what do I love and where do I go? So by the way, if you're new and you're watching this and you've been thinking about getting into the travel industry, I want to tell you about a free resource that we have. You can go over to careersonvacation.com/masterclass. And that's my masterclass for those of you who are thinking about getting into the industry. It will really teach you the different ways to get into the industry. We get so many questions about this on social media all the time. That class is totally free if you use that link, and you can get in there and learn a little bit more about what it's like to get into the travel industry, options that you have, because the right setup is not right for everyone. So that will walk you through in more detail there. And so back to doing what you love. Wherever you are in your life and business right now, I want you to be brave, and I want you to tell me in comments, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? What is that one thing? What's that like big dream in the back of your head that I've always wanted to? And don't get caught up in, I don't have the education. I'm not this. I'm not smart enough. I'm not old enough. I'm not young enough. Like, I know that crap's going to come. Brush all that aside for a second. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Type it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to have a drink of my cute coffee mug. I'm waiting. I want to see all the comments here in a second. I'm going to go back and check questions at the end too. Did you type it? That's the first step. So what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? The answer to that question is what you should be spending your entire life doing. The answer to that question is, in every free moment you should be spending in the pursuit of that dream, whatever it is, because that's what your soul in its deepest place is pulling you towards. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's not. I know I teach people how to scale travel businesses every day, but maybe it's to be the best hairdresser to the stars. Maybe it's to be the best ballerina. Maybe it's to go to culinary school and be a famous chef and open a restaurant. I don't know what your dream is, but whatever it is, I don't care how you found this video, that is what you should be doing. The other thing is, you need to be, as you start to strip the layers, because after you establish that, right, then goes in, but, and then you fill in the blanks of all the crap that your mind is telling you, all the programming that's in here from school or, parents or yourself or the world that has beat you down since you were a child, that says, you can't do that. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. That's, it's all that crap, right? I know that's going to come up. So the first step in kind of shifting that for yourself is you have to be unwavering in the belief in yourself. When I walked into my first travel job, I mean, you guys, I was so green. I was like fresh out of travel school. I was like, so excited about being a travel agent. And 19 years old, and they had this billboard like outside the lunchroom, and they would list the top 10 agents every month consistently. And I was like, I'm going to be up there. And my little training buddy that was in class with me was like, that's going to take forever. Those people have been here like 5, 7, 10 years. And I'm like, I'm going to get on that top 10 list. And that was like from day one, I was like, I want my name in the stars at the lunchroom, right? Like that was my big dream at the time. But I did it in that first year. And I didn't do it because I was the best travel agent. I did it for one simple reason. I was so naive. I thought everybody that called my phone wanted to book the trip. So I would just go right into, what credit card do you want that on? Like literally, there was no, does this work for you? I was like, here's what we have. And this is going to be amazing when you go to Hawaii. And this resort has that and da-da-da. And so the total price is $5,652. What credit card do you want that on? Like no hesitation. And of course I got told a little bit no here and there, but I just let that roll off my back because I just loved it so much. So I look back and laugh now because I am a little bit of a natural salesperson, but mostly it was because I was like so green and just so enthusiastic about what I was doing. I had unwavering belief in myself at 19 years old that I could get into that top 10 list, right? So whatever the thing is that you want to do, you have to have a little bit of that. And if you don't, that's normal. Like, you got to work on unprogramming whatever the things are in your head. Thoughts are powerful. They have energy. When you think about lack, you can't attract abundance. Let that sit for a second. When you think about what you don't have or why you can't do things, it's impossible to attract the things, the abundance and the tools and the people who are going to connect you with the next step on whatever your journey is. So you may have to do some of that reprogramming. I have a ton of mindset videos, so definitely check those out on YouTube. But you have to have that unwavering belief in yourself, right? The other thing that you have to really introduce in, if you want to live a life of doing things that you love, is you have to be impatient about the things you want to do. Whatever that thing was that you wrote down in comments or that's rolling around in your head, you have to be impatient about getting there. Time is not a luxury you can afford if you want to live your best life. If you want to have that life, it might take 6 months, it might take a year, it might take 2 years. You need to start the work now. Even if it's in a little way working towards that goal, that's okay. I'm not saying drop everything, quit your job and get a backpack and travel the world. I mean, that would be amazing. I love you for all of my followers that do that kind of stuff. That's the ultimate bravery, right? But there is a happy middle ground where you don't have to feel that anxiousness if you're still working on unprogramming that crap in your head and starting something new. Be impatient. What are you working on right now to get you towards that goal? If you want to be the best chef in town, are you cooking every day? Are you practicing? Are you working at your craft? It's the same thing with travel business. Like, what are you doing to work towards that goal? So be impatient. You know what I love? I love 10-year-olds. When I was 10, I had the world figured out. Like, I had my Madonna and my Cyndi Lauper poster on the wall, and I was going to be either a writer or an astronaut or a dance choreographer in Hollywood. Like, I knew what I wanted to be. If you ask any 10-year-old, they know. Like, I want to be a YouTube star. Like, my son is like, I'm going to be an artist. And, my nephew is like, I want to be a YouTuber. And my daughter's like, I want to be a lawyer. I'm like, all right. So we support their dreams no matter what. But here's where I want this to hit home for you moms and dads out there. When your kids tell you, your 10-year-olds, your 14-year-olds, when they're clear about what they want to do, what do you tell them? What do you say to them? I know at our house we say, baby, you can do whatever you want. There is nothing out of reach for you. You should chase those dreams. You should do what you love. We want that for our children. We want them to have a life that they love. We want them to do the things that they care about, right? Love and encourage yourself like you do your kids. You do it for them, but you don't do it for yourself. Think about that. That's powerful. The other thing is, your kids do not learn from you telling them to follow your dreams. Your kids learn when they watch you follow your dreams. They learn by what you're modeling, not what you're telling them, right? Like, I had my daughter a couple weeks ago. She's all like, I'm trying to manifest something new. She's like, so I'm working on this. And then she's like, let me hold your Platinum American Express card in my hand. Apparently, like, there's an Ariana Grande song and they talk about that. So my daughter thinks I'm cool. I have a Platinum American Express. She's like, let me hold it in my hand. I want one of these someday. And I was like, let's do it. Let's manifest that for you. So teaching your kids, like, my daughter knows I manifest things. She knows I go after what I want. She sees me every day working towards my goals in my business and putting aside the things I hate and always moving towards the things that I love and bring me joy and what I'm passionate about, right? Your kids know that. So you better model it now. If you really want them to live the life of their dreams, you have to live the life of yours and you have to model that for them. So I want you to think about that. By the way, guys, if you have questions at the end of this live stream, I'm going to go back and check questions. I can't read with my glasses while we're on live. So I'll go back in a second. So stay on live if you have questions and I'll answer those for you. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is moving into, if building a travel business is something you've been thinking about, you can do that without stress. I have people in our Careers on Vacation Mastermind program every day that have another job. But you know what they're doing? Keeping that other job's income so they don't have any financial stress. And in the evenings, they're doing the work. And on the weekends, they're doing the work. And when they're in their car on lunch, they're doing the work. They are doing the work now so they can have the life of their dreams in just a little bit. In the short term, you may have to work a little bit harder. So are you willing to do the work? If you are, you can do it in a way that doesn't feel all consuming or doesn't feel as risky, right? I'm the person who will hire a mentor, join a program, buy something because I know like my history, right? Like I'm not afraid to fail. In fact, I know when I fail faster. So I will go do whatever it takes to get past whatever block I'm facing in my business. But if you are in that place where you want to get into the travel industry or you want to grow your business, if you're struggling to get leads, you already know the answers. There's stuff out there that can help you. Why are you not doing it? And I'm not even saying it has to be one of my programs. Whatever resonates with you, you should go do that crap. Do it all day long and twice on Sunday. So remember, it doesn't have to be stressful though. You can keep your other job while you're scaling up. Here's the other beautiful thing in the travel industry. I mean, it's not beautiful. We have to wait for commissions, but the beautiful part is you can do some forecasting. You know what's coming 3 months from now, 6 months from now. When you start to build up your book of business, that's when you can kind of see how much commission is coming. You will know when is the right time to start transitioning out of your full-time job and into travel full-time. Your employer may even let you go part-time. You might be able to step that system. So don't let that be an excuse for you anymore. If you know getting in travel is something that you love and something you wanted to do, that's how you do it in a way that feels a little easier while you work on the unprogramming, right? And all of those things. So guys, if you are really serious about living a life that you love and growing a travel business is the thing that you are so passionate about, I want to encourage you and tell you about a resource. We have a Careers on Vacation Mastermind. It's my 12-week signature program, and this is the one you guys have heard about. It's the most reviewed program in the travel industry. It is ASTA affiliated, and we have over 100 case studies on YouTube. You get your membership site for forever access to that. You get to work with my amazing team, the same team that grew my business from 6 figures a year to 6 figures a month, and you get private coaching. That's the big difference of our program. Is this is kind of like travel school plus real world application. This is a learning while you're earning type program, not a take the program then go figure out in the real world what you have to do, because that brings a whole bunch of questions. I can't tell you how many DMs I get on Instagram and YouTube and all the places going, I just got this degree, or I just went to this particular certificate program and I learned the how to be a travel agent stuff, but I have no idea how to set up my business online. What good does that do you? Like, that's kind of like knowing how to cook, but not knowing how to get any customers to your restaurant. So ours is an integrated program. It's both of those. It's real world application plus how to really make sure you're at the top of your craft, which is so important right now. The nice thing is travel agents are in such demand because the world of travel got more complicated last year. But consumers are looking for skilled travel agents who, and ideally certified. This is a certification program. So if that is of interest to you, definitely reach out to us at careersonvacation.com/ready now. And we'd love to talk to you about that. And I'm going to go over and just check and see if you guys have some questions for us today. While I'm doing that, I put my
this is a certification program.
I put my social media handle in there for you guys, so you can kind of take.
Interest to you,
Oops,
definitely
hang
reach
on,
out
double.
to us
We're
at
getting double noise.
careersonvacation.com/.
Oh boy, let me turn the volume down. Getting double noise because I have two systems in the studio here today. There we go. One moment. Okay, so I have Nicole. Hey Nicole, good morning. Alma says, loving the new live setup. Isn't it so much fun? I love it too, Alma. It's we did big improvements to the studio over the holidays and I'm just loving it so much. Alma says, that has been written on a sticky note to my computer for the last 2 years. So like, Alma, that's the thing. I love that. Like, you're putting it in front of your face every day, and that's kind of step one. The next thing is, what's one small action you can take this week? Is there a book you can buy? Is there someone you can connect with? Is there a next step? Like what? Or maybe that you were talking about one of the quotes that I have. That could be too. But whatever your goal is, Alma, definitely. Michelle, good morning. Gioconda, how are you today? Gioconda's a Italy specialist, y'all. She did my Careers on Vacation program, as did Nicole. A few others on the feed. And good. So we don't have any specific questions this week. We might have some over on YouTube, which I can't check right now. But you guys know I will always go back and answer the questions for you. And look, guys, wherever you are in your journey of building your travel business, I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. We are dedicating February to all things love and take a step in the direction of doing things that you love every single day and following your passion. Like, remember, luxury is not, time is not a luxury that any of us can afford. So I love you guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget to give us a big like, subscribe, and follow over on YouTube. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.